Hey everyone, it's Bumblebee, and I talk about everything hiking, backpacking, and camping. So if these topics interest you, please subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and click on the bell icon for notifications when I upload a new video. I am filming from my yard today, so I do apologize for any background noise. There is a lot of stuff going on around here. Today, I am going to do an initial review of a camping hammock from Ridge Outdoor Gear. This is not a paid review. I did purchase this with my own money, so this is my unbiased opinion of it. Now, this is my first actual hammock, so I don't really have anything to go off of, but I did read the reviews. I got it on Amazon. The reviews are actually pretty good. It's not an expensive hammock per se. It's about $50, so it's nothing like a cottage gear that you can spend well over $100 to $200 for it. So it's really a good entry level hammock, I believe. So let's take a look at it. So here is the hammock. It's their Pinnacles lay flat hammock. As I said, it's made by Ridge Outdoor Gear. It came with a hammock, the bug screen, which can be removed, ridge line, an organizer, and tree straps. The tree straps are the daisy chain style. So from everything I've read, this is kind of a good start for a beginner until they get used to hanging. So as you can see, it does have the bug net, and it is zippered. It's zippered all the way around. The zipper poles are only on one side, so you basically get in and out of the one side. And it has the attached stuff sack in the center. Some people like them, some people don't. Some want a double-ended, it's just personal preference. But one thing I did notice is it has the Underquilt hooks. Most cheap hammocks don't come with these, from my understanding. So they actually put some time into designing and figuring things out. There are also some loops here, so you can tie it out and create you a little wider lay. It also did come with the carabiners. They're a wire gate type. So, but let me open it up. So it does have a ridgeline organizer that it comes with, just made out of the bug netting. But also on this end, see if you can see it, there's also another little organizer pouch at the head end. This is an 11-foot hammock, so it is a diagonal lay, so you'll spread it apart when you go to sit in it, then lay down. I've actually laid in this for quite a while now today. It was comfortable, a lot more comfortable than when I am on the ground. I do note though that without an underquilt, you will get cold. I do have a blow-up air mattress, but that seemed like a lot of work to keep it under you. Unlike your higher end hammocks, this uses a webbing strap on the gathered end for their continuous loop instead of the Spectre cord or the Amsteel, which they're both the same things. Those are just made from a Dyneema fiber, so they're a lot lighter. With the suspension and the tent, they are putting this at around 31 ounces. So it's just under 2 pounds, which actually isn't too bad when you consider my whole tent is a little over 4 pounds. And of course, when you add a tarp and everything, that'll increase the weight too. But I do have a tarp coming, and the weight of the tarp and this still puts it under the weight of my tent. And so with a underquilt, considering the weight of the air mattress I have now that I use, the difference between this setup and the setup of the tent is really going to basically even out as far as weight goes. So I'm not really adding any weight by going this route, but eventually, if this does work with me, I will upgrade to a Cottage Gear company hammock. So I am considering the Dream hammocks for that when that happens. And I'll upgrade some other things like the suspension, and you know, I might try to find some lighter carabiners that actually can hold my weight. So the reviews on this, they're pretty good, because there are some taller men, you know, anywhere from like 6'1" to like 6'3" or 6'4", weighing about 250 to 300 pounds, and they comfortably fit in it. It holds them. So weight wise, as far as someone using it, you know, it's actually pretty good. So hopefully I end up liking this. I'm trying to find a better sleep while I'm out in the woods, and I will do a more in-depth review once I start using this more. That's a quick look at the hammock. As I said, you know, I think this is going to work out for me. It was really comfortable laying in it. You do have to lay diagonally, so you get a little flatter lay. People aren't really meant to lay and be bent like a hammock. It's not comfortable. You're not going to last very long. So there are some things that you have to overcome versus going from sleeping on the ground in a tent to a hammock like this. There is a learning curve to it, where a tent is pretty quick. You set it up and you get in it. So hanging, you want to make sure you're anywhere from 12 to 18 inches off the ground when you're in it. Definitely don't want to hang higher than you're willing to fall, from what I've been hearing, which makes a lot of sense. But, you know, there's a lot of things you have to work on and perfect until you actually really get a good lay. And part of that is the setup. So it just takes time. Now they say you want a 30-degree angle if you're strapping, and you know, you want it between about 5 to 6 feet up the tree. Well, I found by having about 5-6 feet up the tree, I'm way too close to the ground. So I'm actually probably running closer to 6.5 to 7 feet. And it's just a trial and error, and it may be the spacing of my trees. So, you know, if the tree's closer, you might have to hang it a little bit higher. I don't know. I'm just still learning. But, you know, you also got to consider insulation, because hammocks use convection over conduction. When you sleep on the ground, it's conduction. So, you know, the ground is basically sucking the heat out of you. In a hammock, you have convection, where underneath you, there's a breeze, or even if it's cold, you know, you're losing your body heat that way. So your backside does feel a lot cooler. So I'm not ready to take this out camping yet. You know, there's a few things I want to get. So I'm really considering I need a underquilt for this, because when I tried getting into just my regular sleeping bag, which they say, you know, beginners, you know, don't go out and buy a top quilt. Use your sleeping bag just so you know that it works for you. Well, it was a little difficult getting in the hammock and getting into the sleeping bag. So using my air mattress, even with the air mattress, I'd have to deflate it some, but I can see that it'd be very difficult getting it placed correctly. And, you know, I do move around when I sleep, so, you know, there's that to consider. Am I going to be able to stay on top of my mattress inside it? It is not a double layer hammock, so I can't put it in between the two layers, since it's just a single. So there's a lot of things to learn, but I really do think I'm going to start liking this style. But time will tell. And as I said, you know, once I've used it a while, I'll give a little more of a review, a little more in depth. But, you know, never know. I might be a hanger instead of a ground dweller now. I've been holding off for a while. But, you know, thank you for watching my video. And please subscribe and like.